It's 2025, and while most brands are still scratching their heads over how to leverage Klaviyo, you're about to become a pro with these simple 10 steps. Sounds too good to be true? It's really not. In this video, I'll walk you through the 10 basic essential steps to master Klaviyo, set up your automations, and drive serious revenue for your Shopify e-commerce brand. So whether you're just getting started or you want to optimize your existing flows to the next level, stay tuned because these steps are going to take your Klaviyo skills to the next level. So to start off, how much of your e-commerce revenue should be coming from email and SMS powered in Klaviyo in the first place? Well, here are the benchmarks. 15 to 18% should be coming from your automation flows, a minimum 15 to 18%, and 15 to 25% should be coming from your campaigns. The campaigns are your one-off sends that you're sending weekly. Those are going to be your product launches, sales promotions, and content features and collection highlights. If you're not hitting those numbers, don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to set up your Klaviyo to hit and even exceed these goals. The first step is simple, but super crucial. You need to get your Klaviyo account set up and integrate it with your e-commerce platform and all of the supporting apps. Once connected, sync your customer data, purchase history, and website activity. Place the pixel on the back end of the site. This data powers every automation and campaign you're about to set up. And if these things aren't set up, then you cannot leverage the triggers. And those triggers are what is essential to Klaviyo's success, especially with automation. Next, organize your contacts into lists and segments. Your list should include all email and SMS subscribers to start. Segments, on the other hand, let you target specific audiences like VIP customers, cart abandonments, or first-time buyers. There's so many different things you can do when it comes to building segments within Klaviyo. That's another video. We don't have enough time for that today, but you want to get this set up and fundamentally have your baseline segments set up where you can be targeting different people. We technically don't send to everyone all the time. We never just blast the whole list. If you just blast your whole list, all active subscribers, you're going to destroy your deliverability and burn your list. There's different segments of your list that are super cold, that are super hot, and ready to buy. And we want to optimize that by building segments around those people. Pro tip, start a VIP segment for your top 20% of customers and a cold subscriber segment for those who haven't engaged in 90 plus days. Step 3 is designing a high converting sign-up form and pop-up. A well-designed sign-up form is your secret weapon. Use Klaviyo's two-step pop-ups to collect both email and SMS subscribers. Guys, it's 2025. We're not just collecting email anymore. Start off with email, then add SMS and get them to your success page. Offer something irresistible like a discount or a free shipping and aim for a 6 to 12% conversion rate on new website traffic. Step 4, create the core automation flows. Klaviyo's automation flows are where the magic happens. Start by setting up these 5 flows before you do anything else. First one, welcome flow. This is great for getting new subscribers in the door and sharing value, building ethos, and giving them proof and letting them explore your products, your collections, and who you are. This is typically going to be around 8 to 11 emails. I like to do 1 every day for 10 days and then 2 emails on the first day. The first email I always like to send in the welcome flow is a text-based. That way I'm training someone's inbox to receive a non-marketing message. When you have too many links and images in an email, that's what's going to trigger an inbox with the ISPs to potentially flag you as spam or a promotional email. The second one is your abandoned checkout flow. That's where you're going to recover a lot of your bottom of funnel lost sales. This is a trigger that occurs when someone starts checkout. They've already added to cart. They start checkout. They put in their information. They get to where they need to put in their 16 digits in their credit card and they bounce, right? We just got opt-in consent there. We have a pre-checked opt-in right there. They put in their email address and now we're going to put them into an automation flow for abandoned cart. A lot of people get abandoned checkout and abandoned cart confused. Abandoned cart is actually when someone's already in your database and they add to cart and they bounce before checkout. So abandoned checkout, super important to start off with. Next is post-purchase. Post-purchase, extremely important. I like to break them up into post-purchase, first-time purchaser, second purchaser, and then third-plus purchaser, which we always call VIP. Post-purchase, you're not done selling to people. right? Once they buy from you, they still haven't received their product. They still haven't experienced it. We want to convince them that they made the right decision. And actually, right after someone buys is a great time to get them to buy again. A lot of times we'll dangle a carrot with another offer and get them to purchase something that maybe they didn't buy yet, and they'll add to their order. So another great flow there. Customer win back is the next one. So we're not in the business of just getting someone to buy once, right? If we were, we wouldn't really care to do all this email and retention marketing in the first place. We want people to buy again and again and again and again and again and again and again, right? And that's why we run this retention ecosystem. Customer win back is essential because based on your customer journey, sometimes that nurture journey repeat purchases within 30 days. You know, a few years ago, we worked with a brand out of Reno, Nevada called Earthling & Co. And this is when bars of soap were really, really hot back in 2020. Their repeat purchase cycle was in 25 to 30 days, right? Someone buys a bar of soap, a shampoo bar, a conditioner bar. They're going to run out of that in about a month and need to buy again. For someone that's maybe buying, like this is a Rhone, one of my favorite brands, Rhone, nice polo. I might buy every 90 to 120 days, right? So the win back opportunity is going to be a little further with fashion or hard goods types of apparel. Next is browse abandonment. So browse abandonment is going to be when someone is already in your Klaviyo ecosystem in the CRM and they're going to certain product pages and then they're bouncing, they're leaving, right? They're browsing, they obviously had high intent and they left. This is a great opportunity to get them back in the door and capture the sales before that opportunity fades. These flows are your revenue drivers, so make sure they're optimized and live and ready to make you money. Step 5 is focusing on email deliverability. Everyone hates email deliverability. It's really nerdy, but at the end of the day, this is low-hanging fruit, people. This is infrastructure. This is like having your domain pointed properly to your website. If your domain and your DNS and your email deliverability isn't set up right, you're failing. If your emails land in spam or the promo tab, you're wasting time and money, and this is exactly how to fix it. First, use a clean sender domain and authenticate these core, simple records in your domain: SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. Next, regularly clean your list and remove inactive subscribers. You have to clean your list. It's not going to clean itself. The more you can take people off that aren't engaging from you, 1, the cheaper your Klaviyo bill is going to be, and 2, the higher your deliverability is going to be. And lastly is stick to engaging subject lines and avoid spammy language. Not only avoid spammy language, but don't put too many images in your emails. Don't use sketchy links, follow the protocol, use alt text, do all these things that are going to be a best practice and foundationally build your email to make it look like it should be delivered properly. Step 6 is optimizing your campaign frequency. To see real results, you need to be sending at least 3 to 5 campaigns per week, depending on what type of brand you are and what type of revenue goals you have. Don't overthink it. Share new product launches, seasonal promotions, behind the scenes content, and customer stories. The key here is staying consistent and keeping those campaigns moving. I guarantee you, if you stay consistent with the schedule, you're going to make more revenue. And this is the lowest hanging fruit in your e-commerce business. Step 7 is leverage SMS marketing. SMS is an untapped gold mine for many brands, and here's how to win with SMS. First, send SMS messages for time-sensitive offers. We run flash sales all the time where we put a specific collection on sale or a specific product. That way, we're putting a strong CTA with a flash sale saying this offer is going to end at this specific time, so you need to get it before it's gone for good. Use SMS in tandem with your flows like abandoned cart reminders, welcome flow, post-purchase, customer win back. Pretty much all the core flows that we just talked about for email, you also want to build for SMS. You also want to keep these separate so you can measure the performance of SMS flows versus email flows. Lastly, personalize your texts and make them feel like they're coming from a real person. Remember, we're collecting a lot of PII on your customers. We have their first name, we have their last name, we know where they live. Use those points to build automated flows with dynamic messaging to make it more personalized, right? The more personalized you can make a message, it feels like it's coming from a human, versus a big company or a robot. Step 8, use Klaviyo's benchmarks and reporting. Klaviyo gives you benchmarks for open rates, click rates, and conversion rates. And honestly, I'm going to tell you, these aren't perfect, but they are decent benchmarks to be looking at to see how you compare to other brands in your market. Compare your numbers to these benchmarks and track improvements over time. Small tweaks to your subject lines, email designs, or timing can make big things happen for your account overall. Step 9 is implement push marketing with mobile apps. Push notifications are gaining momentum in 2025, and Klaviyo integrates seamlessly with tools like TapCart to create push marketing programs. Set up automated push flows that mirror what's happening on email and SMS to drive even more revenue. We've been a TapCart partner since 2020 and have built dozens of apps for our D2C e-commerce clients. And I can tell you, if you're doing over 250 to 300K a month and you have a high repeat customer rate, definitely get a mobile app and use it. You're going to find that a lot of your customers love having a mobile app because it creates a better experience for them to shop, save their credit card, billing, and shipping information, and just stay in touch with you in the first place. And step 10 is to keep testing and iterating. Klaviyo is not a set it and forget it tool. You need to regularly test automations, subject lines, email designs, and even timing for email and SMS campaigns. For example, split test subject lines for better open rates. Next, update your welcome flow every quarter. You're going to find out that these flows aren't just something you set up once. You want to iterate over time. And once you have flow set up, you can also run A/B tests for specific elements. And then lastly, try new campaign ideas like surveys or user-generated content. I will tell you though, when it comes to testing, you want to run a testing protocol where you pick one parameter you want to test and you want to run that for anywhere from 5 to 8 weeks. And make sure once that test is done, you actually review it, you find out what data did you consume from that test, what was actually statistically significant, and then take that key place, pick a winning campaign and move on and then run another test. I can't tell you out of the hundreds of Klaviyo accounts I've ran, I get in here and I see A/B tests that have been running for years. People just trying to overcomplicate campaigns, trying to test one subject line over another and welcome email number 1, then another one and welcome email number 2. And at the end of the day, it's just mental masturbation. There is nothing that's actually being achieved by running that specific campaign. And if you want to make it better and you actually want results, you need to pick a winner and you need to move on to another test. We're living in an era where doing the basics just isn't enough. And to truly master Klaviyo and grow your e-commerce revenue, you need to be intentional, strategic, and always be improving. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more actionable strategies within Klaviyo, retention, acquisition, and Shopify e-commerce overall. If you want to work with me directly, click a link in the description below and let's book a call and let's get you started with our audit. This is the first step in working with us. It's a 28-point inspection of your whole Klaviyo ecosystem. It takes us about a week, and I will personally present that to you. If you like this video, drop a comment below and tell me which steps you're implementing first and what's your biggest takeaway from this video. I read all these comments and I personally will respond. So if you have any questions, please take advantage of it. And at the end of the day, thanks for watching, guys. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.